Welcome Aeon Study Circle. Today we will discuss about 16th April 2020. First one is importance of 16th April. Kanduguri Veerasalingam Pattalu birthday. Second one is birth anniversary of Charlie Chaplin. First one, Kanduguri Veerasalingam Pattalu. Veerasalingam, born on 16th April 1848 in Andhra Pradesh, the greatest social reformist, was first novel by Telugu. He was started the first widow marriage of India in 1887. The novel Rajashekara Saratha, written by him, was first novel in Telugu. Caste organization and child marriage opposed the practice of marrying young women in the old age. The lower caste worked for the progress of the people and for the female education. Realizing the importance of female education, he started as school for women in 1874. In 1876, he started a Telugu magazine called Vivekarudhini. His drama Samskara Ratnavali in Telugu version of Shakespeare play Comedies for Errors. Kalidasa Santhanam in Telugu, Ratnaveli Samskruta Rupakhanamandram, Dashina Kokasham. His death is Veerasalingam died in May 1919 in age of 71. Next, Charlie Chaplin. Sir Charlie Spencer Chaplin, KBC, born on 16th April 1889. His death is 25 December 1977. Was an English comic actor, filmmaker, and composer who rose the fame in the area of silent film. Born on 16th April 1889, Walworth, London, United Kingdom. Died 25th December 1977, Roser, Servavili, Switzerland. By Stress Python Studio, Promit Print, circa 1920. Chaplin became a worldwide icon through his screenplays, Person, The Trump, and the considered one of the most important figure in the history of the film industry. Award and recognition. Chaplin received many awards and honors, especially later in life. In the 1975 New Year honors, he was appointed the Knight Comedian of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. He was also awarded Honorary Doctor of Letters degree by the University of Oxford and University of Durham in 1962. Chaplin received the 3 Academic Awards and Honorary Award for Versatility and Genius in Acting, Writing, Directing, and Procedure, The Circus in 1929. Next one is MEA launched COVID-19 training program for healthcare professionals from SAARC countries. The Ministry of External Affairs has announced a training program on COVID-19 from 17th April 2020 for healthcare professionals from the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or SAARC countries. The training program is carried out by the central government, India's Technical and Economic Corporation, HITEC program. The training program is in line with PM Modi's version of Prepare Not Panic for SAARC Fight Coronas. At MEA India announced IEC network training program on COVID-19 for healthcare professionals for at SAARC countries starting 17th April 2020. The program was suggested by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the India Initiative video conference of SAARC leaders on 15th March. As per the suggestion, the health professionals of the member nation came together jointly fight the coronavirus pandemic. Also, India proposed setting up a common electronic platform for the SAARC nation to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic. All the SAARC countries will share expertise and best practice to jointly combat the spread of coronavirus. ITEC program. The ITEC program was established as per the decision of Union Cabinet of India on 15th September 1964. The ITEC program was aimed to establish a relation of mutual concern and interdependence based on the commonly held ideal and aspiration and the solid economic foundation. The program is fully funded by Government of India. Next one is Health Ministry color code district to help manage COVID-19 pandemic. The Government of India decided to divide all districts across the country in hotspot, non-hotspot and green zone. The announcement was made by the Love Agarwal, Joint Secretary of Health Ministry. The aim to help manage the COVID-19 pandemic, it will be also help the partial option up of economic activities during the extended period of nationwide lockdown. The move also aimed to help in the management of hotspot and the spread of pandemic. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry has launched a new set of guidelines for the second phase of lockdown till May 3rd. As per the 15th April, the ministry has identified 170 hotspot districts, 207 non-hotspot district reporting cases and 359 green zone district non-reporting any cases across the country. These numbers will increase and decrease based on the fresh cases of COVID-19 infection. The new guidelines by the ministry are aimed to help the central and the state government to allow some economic activities in select area. The economic activities in the green zone district will be allowed by restricted in the red zone will also continue to have the current lockdown measures. How are the zone divided? The Ministry of Health started the reporting a single case of an area make the area is hotspot. If any district reporting more than 6 COVID-19 positive case, it would classify as a hotspot district on red zone. If there are COVID-19 positive cases, it will be classified as a green zone. Next, Arogya Setu app become world fastest app to reach 50 million downloaders. The central government mobile app Arogya Setu has become the world fastest app to reach 50 million downloads in the just 13 days. The information was passed by the Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant on 15th April. The app was developed by tracking COVID-19 patient. What is Arogya Setu? The Arogya Setu app alert people if any known person or person in their vicinity has tested positive. District administration has asked all education institution, department, etc. to encourage downloading of the app. The app was developed under the committee set up the Prime Minister Office with the active involvement of Niti Aayog and the Ministry of Electronic and IT. The Tata Consultancy Services is working on testing and some of their aspects. Tech Mahindra and Mahindra Group currently working with the committee on the next version of the Arogya Setu application and the lower generation technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science. It also working on expanding the reach of Arogya Setu on all type of phones. The current version of the Arogya Setu app it fit for use on smartphone only. What is next one is inflation. In today, current affairs is some important aspect of some words. We will discuss about What is inflation? Inflation is defined as a situation where there is a sustained unchecked increase in the general price level and a fall in the purchasing power of money. Thus, inflation is condition of price rise. The reason for price rise can be classified into two main heads. One is increase in demand, second reduced supply. What is causes of inflation? Demand pull inflation is the most common cause of rising prices. It occurs when consumer demand for goods and services increases so much that is out supply. Producers can't make enough to meet demand. Cost push inflation only occurs when there is a supply shortage combined with enough demand to allow the producer to raise prices. Next one is Consumer Price Index. The Consumer Price Index (CPI) is a measure that examines the weighted average of prices of the basket of the consumer goods and services such as transportation, food and medical care. It is calculated by the taking price charges for each item in the predetermined basket of goods and averaging them. Changes in the CPI are used to assess price changes associated with the cost of living. The CPI is one of the most frequently used statistics for identifying period of inflation or deflation. What is IIP? The IIP is a composite indicator that measures the changes in the volume of production of the basket and industrial product during the given period with respect to volume of production in the chosen base period. The data differ the general index as well as for the each industry group. The industry group that it measures are classified under the following. First one, base broad sector like manufacturing, mining and electricity. Used based on sector like capital goods, basic goods, intermediate goods, infrastructure goods, consumer durable and consumer non-durable. The 8 core industries of India represented about 40% of weight of items that are included in the IIP. The 8 core sectors industries there are electricity, steel, refinery products, crude oil, coal, cement, natural gas and fertilizers. Next question is right to property in the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India originally provided for the right to property under Article 19 and 31. The Article 19 granted all citizens the right to acquire, hold and dispose of property. Article 31 provided that no person shall be deprived of his property save by the authority of law. It also provided that compensation would be paid to a person whose property has been taken for public purpose. The 44th Amendment of 1978 removed the right to property from the list of fundamental rights. A new provision, Article 300A, was added to the Constitution, which provides that no person shall be deprived of his property save by authority of law. What is Article 300A? Article 300A states that no person shall be deprived of his property save by authority of law. Therefore, the article protects an individual from interference by the state and disposes a person of the property unless it is in accordance with the procedure established by law. Next one is Sexual Harassment Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition, Redressal Act of 2013. The Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act of 2013 is a legislative act in India that seeks to protect women from sexual harassment at their place of work. This status superseded the Vaisya Guideline of Prevention of Sexual Harassment (POSH) introduced by the Supreme Court of India. The act was essentially derived from the Vaisya Guidelines. The Vaisya Guidelines were certain procedure to be followed in the cases of workplace sexual abuse. These guidelines were formulated after the landmark case Vaishaga and others versus State of Rajasthan. The Act defined sexual harassment at workplace and create a mechanism of redressal of complaints. It also provided safeguard against false or miscellaneous charges. The Act also covers concept of quid pro quo harassment and hostile work environment as form of sexual harassment if it occurs in the connection with the act or behavior of sexual harassment. The definition of aggressive woman who will get protection under the Act is extremely wide. The cover all women respectively of the age or employment status, whether in the organized or unorganized sector, public or private, and covers client, customers and domestic workers as well. What is Article 14? The state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the law within the territory of India, prohibition of discrimination of grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Next one is Article 15. The state shall not discriminate against any citizen on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth of or any of them. No citizen shall on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or any of them be subjected to any disability, liability, restriction or condition with regard to access to shop, public restaurant, hotels and palace of public entertainment, the use of wells, tanks, bathing, gut, roads and places of public resort maintained whole or partially out of the state fund or dedicated to use of the general public. Nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provision for women and children. Nothing in this article or in clause 2 of Article 29 shall prevent the state from making any special provision for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens or for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe. Next, Article 21. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Thus, Article 21 secures two rights, right to life and right to personal liberty. The article prohibits the deprivation of the above rights except according to the procedure established by law. Article 21 corresponds to Magna Carta of 1215 of 15th Amendment to the American Constitution, Article 440, Clause 4 of the Constitution of 1937 and Article 31 of the Constitution of Japan 1946. Article 21 applies to natural person. The right is available to every person, citizen or alien. Thus, even is foreigner can claim to this right. It, however, does not entitle a foreigner the right to reside and settle in India, as mentioned in Article 19, Clause 1, Clause E. What is Epidemic Disease Act 1897? The Epidemic Disease Act was passed in 1897 with the aim of better prevention to spread dangerous epidemic diseases. It evolved to tackle the epidemic of pulmonic plague that broke out of the Bombay state at the time. The Governor General of Colonial India conferred special powers under the local authority to implement the measures necessary for the control of epidemic. The Epidemic Disease Act is one of the shortest acts in India. comprising just 4 sections. The British Era Act ensured that all advisories issued by the Union Health Ministry and state government from time to time are enforceable. The definition or description of the dangerous epidemic disease is not provided in the Act. What is endemic, epidemic, and pandemic? The endemic, a disease that exists permanently in the particular region or population. Malaria is a constant worry in the part of Africa. That is epidemic, an outbreak of disease that attack many people at about the same time and may spread through one or several communities. This pandemic, when an epidemic spread throughout the world. Next, sporadic refers to disease that occurs infrequently and irregularly. Thank you. Think before you speak, read before you think. Prepared by J. Cotones, Aeon Study Circle. If you join our study group, all social media, Facebook, Aeon Study Circle, WhatsApp 9846024053, Telegram, Aeon Study Circle, YouTube channel, Aeon Study Circle. Thank you.